What gives a team the edge? Is it talent? Is it technology? Is it strategy? Or is it something deeper? Something that lifts the entire organization to a higher level. Because when two teams have the same talent, the same resources, and the same opportunities, one factor still determines who wins: leadership. Today, we're going to talk about the difference. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Living the Laws. I'm Larry Law Sr., and this is another edition of Wednesday Wisdom Live. Whether you're joining us live or catching a replay, I'm glad you're here. This is your midweek reset, a place where leaders like you come to recharge, to refocus, and rise in your leadership journey. And as we get started, I want you to reflect on this question: what kind of leader are you becoming? If you've never taken time to assess your leadership strengths and blind spots, I've created a leadership assessment. It's designed to give you clarity. At any point during this session, simply comment leadership, and I'll send you the link. On today's video, we're going to dive into the law of the edge. The difference between two equally talented teams is leadership. In other words, talent may get you into the game, but leadership gives you the edge. I will highlight two, make it four leadership truths that will create that edge. Point one, leaders raise the standards. Great leaders are lifters. They lift expectations. They lift performance. They lift belief of what is possible. I saw this clearly during my time in the military. Throughout my career, I was assigned to different military bases and to many different units. But the units that performed at the highest level was the ones where leaders raised the standards. I had leaders say that we're not just doing this to get it done. We're going to get it done the right way. They expected excellence. And when leaders expect excellence, teams begin to pursue it. Leadership creates the performance. It creates a performance ceiling for the entire organization. If the leader grows, the team grows. If the leaders raise the bar, the team reaches higher. That's the edge. Point number two, leaders transfer ownership. Another leadership edge is ownership. Maxwell teaches that great leaders do something critical. They transfer responsibility to the people who execute the work. Now, that may sound simple, but many leaders struggle with it. Some leaders want to control everything. Others want to micromanage decisions. But strong leaders understand something. They understand ownership builds commitment. At First Home Alliance, we work with families who are facing financial challenges, housing instability, or the dream of becoming first-time homeowners. We equip our counselors, we train them, we trust them, and we employ them. We empower them to take ownership of helping families succeed. And when people feel trusted, they rise to the occasion. Ownership creates accountability. Accountability creates excellence, and excellence creates the edge. Point number three, leaders develop people. Here's another truth about leadership. A team reaches its potential only when its people reach their potential. That means leadership is not just about directing words. It's about developing people. Effective leaders coach their personnel. They coach their capabilities of their team members. Some people need encouragement. Some need structure. Some need challenge. Others need opportunity. Leadership requires understanding that motivates each person to perform at their best. Your edge comes from helping people operate in their strengths. When individuals grow, the team grows. And when the team grows, the organization wins. Point 4, leaders grow first. The final edge of leadership is personal growth. Maxwell teaches us that leaders lift themselves first, and then they lift others. Leadership is not about a title. Leadership is not the position you hold. Leadership is a responsibility to improve consistently, continually, intentionally. We've learned throughout our life, from the Army to the nonprofit leadership to entrepreneurship, that leaders must stay in a posture of learning. If the leader stops growing, the organization stops improving. When a leader grows, the culture grows, the expectation grows, and the results grow. So we see now, the law of the edge teaches us that leadership is the difference maker, not just talent, not just hard work, not just technology, leadership. And leadership creates the edge. When leaders rise, so does the team. Leaders transfer ownership. Leaders develop people. People develop how the team will succeed. Leaders develop people. Cut. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leaders transfer ownership. Leaders develop people. This is not moving. Okay, cut. Five, 4, 3. Leaders grow fast. Cut. Leaders develop people. Leaders grow first. When those 4 things happen, teams begin to perform at a complete different level, because leadership multiplies the potential for everyone involved. So let me ask you, when is your edge coming from? Where is it coming from? Are you raising the standards? Are you empowering your team? Are you developing people? And are you growing as a leader? Because when leadership gets stronger, everything gets better. That's the edge. Until next time, stay wise, stay disciplined, and stay intentional. When preparation meets purpose, opportunity has no choice but to follow. If today's message resonated with you, your next step is clarity. Take the leadership assessment. It'll help you identify where you are as a leader and reveal your next move. Simply comment leadership and we'll send a link. Keep living the laws. I'm Larry Laws Sr., reminding you to think before you move and to make your next move your best move.